Alright, I'm Caesar,
I'm Sean.
and this is our first podcast, the Bird Brain Podcast.
It's, first of many.
I don't know, we kind of just thought of that name like 15 minutes ago.
I mean, we could always change it.
We can change it, but it works with the theme.
Yeah.
Okay, but so for a long time now, I've had a lot of people ask me if I'm ever going to do a podcast, and I thought like a solo podcast, I considered maybe doing it, but I feel like I'd get really, really, really like monotonous and boring.
Yeah, after a while, it would just kind of be real slow. People get bored of like watching one person talk to themselves for a fucking hour.
True. So because of that, I got Sean here, and Sean will carry me through this podcast easily. So to begin things off, me and Sean are like, you're 18, right?
18 and a half.
18 and a half. I'm basically 18 and a half. And we're in that weird limbo in life right now where it's like you kind of want to do your own thing, but you kind of can't because like it's just in a weird place.
Shit is expensive. It's expensive to live, and it's expensive to do what you want.
So like the places me and Sean are in life are like kind of same but kind of different. So Sean essentially lives on himself.
Yeah, it's rough, but it's paycheck to paycheck. It's my own place. It's nice.
And I still live with my family. Sean works at
Dick's Sporting Goods and Field and Stream.
And you work at Field and Stream?
Yeah, it's a combo store. So
oh, is it really?
Yeah, so Dick's owns Field and Stream and Golf Galaxy. We have a Field and Stream.
Wait, what's Golf Galaxy?
It's basically just Dick's Sporting Goods, but for golf. It's just a store for golf.
Is there one in Fayetteville?
I don't think so. The closest one's in Raleigh,
Okay.
North Carolina.
So all just sporting things are just bunched together, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So Field and Stream's like Gander Mountain's biggest competitor, so we just bought out Field and Stream, and so now it's us.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that. But he pushes around boxes.
Pretty much.
I work at a Japanese restaurant, and I just do some of the management there.
Yeah.
And
phone calls and stuff.
Yeah, and I've worked there for, I want to say like a year and a half. I worked there for a while. Sean's worked there, I don't know how long you worked, what, 5 months?
I've only worked, for like, since October, maybe a little bit before that. I didn't realize you worked at wherever for a year and a half.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's weird.
I thought you'd only been working there since you like graduated, but no.
No, I've been working there way before. I worked there the year before the last in September. So the beginning of my senior year in September. Yeah, September.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I started my job there, and I used to get really, really crappy hours there.
Yeah?
But like, I would get hours from like 2 days of the week, and it was absolutely terrible. But my first paycheck was kind of decent. I made like $300.
Yeah? Is that your first paycheck of like any job?
Yeah.
My first paycheck, I was a sophomore in high school, and I was working at the mill with a few buddies.
Isn't that the... Okay, so...
Yeah,
I knew a lot of people worked at the mill, but I had no idea what the mill is.
It's a restaurant. It's like a... It's at the end of a golf course, and they just serve kind of shitty food, cheeseburgers and stuff, and people just... It's the only restaurant that people know of in Hoke, so everyone goes there, everyone works there.
Is it big?
No, it's not. It's... Well, yeah, it is. It's 2 stories, so...
Oh, that's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big, but it's not like... It's not a chain, so it's not like
obviously, but
that kind of big.
Is it like restaurant style, or is it like when they serve you?
There's a sports bar as soon as you walk in, and then there's places to eat around the back, and you can go outside and eat, or you can sit upstairs or like right on the other side.
Oh, I literally I always heard of it but yeah, I worked at the mill.
So. Yeah, I mean, you'd think it'd be pretty badass working at like a lumber mill, but it's actually just a restaurant, and everyone there works as either waitresses or dishwashers. They totally didn't clock me in like at all for my first month. So I like lied and gave myself a shitload of extra hours.
Did they catch you?
No, they didn't catch me at all.
How many hours did you give yourself?
I don't know how many hours I gave myself, but I know my first paycheck for like 2-3 weeks was about $700.
Wait, your first paycheck?
Yeah, my first paycheck ever.
$700?
No taxes taken out.
Why?
Well, she was like, hey,
did they make you do your own taxes?
No. So she was like, since we didn't have your information, I want you to go back and try and remember all the hours that you worked.
Oh, that's a...
Yeah.
She's a freaking...
Yeah, she's dumb.
She's fucking dumb.
Yeah, and so I went back and I was like, hey, I think I worked this many hours.
And she just said, okay.
Yeah, so she wrote the check
Dude.
and signed it off.
She's retarded.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait. Why didn't she take the tax off of it?
I have no idea. She just wrote me a check.
Because I remember they always, when they do my check, it automatically calculate the percentage from from, what's it called, income tax.
Well, yeah, that check technically goes under the table, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
So it wasn't, so they didn't... This podcast just became illegally binding.
Yeah, honestly.
But
no, I mean, technically it wasn't even the owner that wrote me the check either. It was one of the managers. I won't name any names, so it should all be good.
Shout out the mill, I guess.
Yeah, shout out the mill. Totally don't tell them any information for your first 3 weeks of working there.
Speaking of spawns, no, I was kidding.
Yeah,
but
honestly.
it's crazy. But man, no, my first paycheck, I was still kind of like, I always know it's like a stereotype where like your first paycheck's gonna be just a garbage paycheck.
Yeah.
It's basically like like your consolation prize, like, well, you worked here now.
Yeah, you got trained, so
you go get lunch with that paycheck or something.
Yeah,
but
pretty much.
Yeah, after that, like I started getting really, really decent money from there, and I get really good hours there.
Yeah, you brag about it all the time. And
I don't brag about it. I just have to get good hours.
It's just it just happens. I don't.
I'm poor.
Yeah, I feel like I could get 2 jobs and still not work as many hours as you get, or just make as much money in general.
Probably, I agree.
Yeah,
I get a lot of hours. If I could, optionally, I could like work like 3 days a week and probably be like still chilling.
How many do you work like now?
Now?
Yeah.
Like 6 days a week, probably.
Damn.
5 days a week.
That's good. That's like full time.
Basically, it's basically full time. Yeah.
That's nice.
But I don't know. Adulting is weird, cause like when, like, it wasn't until like the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
I started feeling like the grind aspect of working.
So like 6 months after like school.
Yeah, I started feeling like, I don't know. So when I was working during school, it was a different thing because I had having a job too is like a status basically. It's like,
yeah, you were cool.
Unemployed, you're broke.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like to my friends, but like it just felt good always having money. Because my problem, like my first years of high school is like I wasn't poor or anything. I just didn't have like my own money. Yeah. I had to ask my dad for money or like, you know, and he always gave me money, but like,
yeah, it doesn't feel right.
It doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
And like, tell you what, dude, once you get a debit card with money, it's like everything becomes so like, I could buy that.
Yeah.
Like, if I were me right now and I still fucked with Club Penguin.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be fucking balling.
I'd be balling Club Penguin right
10 puffles, like I would have the dojo maxed.
No, I'm telling you, but like, I don't know. Once you reach that point where, like, you're working now for, like,
the man
for survivability, not survivability, but for like
to just live,
to live and have purpose, I guess. Because outside of work, I kind of like really don't have any like priorities I have besides, you know, getting ready to possibly go to school. Not yet sure if I want to go to school, but like.
I just spend my only days off thinking about what I'm gonna do next, as far as like a career. It sucks. But like, what would you say is the most boring? Oh shit. What is the worst part about being an adult? Honestly.
The worst part, I've said it so many times, is just the waiting process. I'm tired. I hate having to wait for things to happen, and I wish I could just like fast forward through like
Speed shit up, of course.
the boring shit.
Yeah.
The boring shit, which is setting up your life. Because right now I'm just in the process of like getting myself together. I kind of took like a gap year before I go to college.
I really took a fucking gap year. I graduated 2018 December.
Yeah, you graduated. You did graduate early.
Yeah.
But like my thing was like,
shit, I've been out on my own for a year.
really? How long you been living here?
Living here?
Yeah.
Since May.
We're filming in Sean's place, by the way. If you gotta like, oh yeah.
Oh shit. I've been here way too long.
Wait, it's been a year?
No, it's been
A year and some change?
8 months.
Oh, 8 months.
It's been 8
Dang,
months.
it. When?
Holy fuck. I gotta move.
When was the first time I came here since you've been in here?
First time you
Like,
came
how long
here?
after you started living here?
No one came here until it had to have been July.
Like, before my graduation, right?
No. Here?
Mm-hmm.
June, maybe.
Yeah, that was before my graduation.
No.
Like, June of...
The only person I seen, 2019. But the only person I seen before your graduation was Tilly.
Oh.
And then, cause he wrote his his speech.
Oh, yeah. Tilly's one of our friends, but...
Yeah. Valedictorian and West Point. Who?
Official West Point hooligan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's going places.
He's going places. Probably your next president in 40 years.
Yeah. Honestly, he could go.
Or dictator.
Or dictator, who knows?
But...
Or he'll drop out and start doing crack. Who knows?
Honestly.
I kind of hope he does. Like,
I kind of want to see. I want to see the successful people around us that we saw in high school just utterly fail.
Yeah, a little bit. I just want to rub it in a little bit and be like, yeah, I might be struggling, but you're
I just
want to
see them get married way too early and just have everything fall apart and they end up settling.
Yeah. I mean, settling's not the worst thing if you're happy.
Yeah, that's true. See, like, I'm at a point where, like, I can't settle for anything because there's nothing to settle on. It's the saddest thing to say, but
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
haven't moved out or anything, so, like, it's not...
And I'm at a point where I'm economically in a great spot where I can...
There's no reason to change anything for you.
Realistically, there isn't. If I wanted to, I could just be an average Joe and work a regular job, move out, and do what I want. But I wanted
not
to.
Like goals, yeah.
It's not goals.
Aspirations.
And the weird thing is, when you're at this point in life, it's you. There's like two mindsets I've had. It's either I want to go ahead and do what I think is realistic, and what I want to do that I know will work out for me, which is college, get a degree in something generic that will get me a good job.
Yeah.
Or I could take like the more route where I want to take, where it's like pursue like film and art and what I really want to do.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's a weird path because having to do each one kind of like, each one has a drastically different road.
Yeah.
And one of them is just way more guaranteed, but doesn't seem like the payoff is that. It's
not
worth it. It's worth it, kind of, but it's like
mentally, is it? Like
it's not. It's not like
when you're sitting.
It's not fulfilling.
You've
That's
got
what I'm saying.
the house, the picket fence, whatnot, and you're sitting back and you're like, damn, I really wish I got here differently.
Exactly, and like I don't know. I think we all want that at the end. Is that, you know, that picket house ending? But it's like the way you get there is kind of what you kind of care about.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Because what good is having everything you have if it, like, the way you got there was kind of just through monotony and, like...
Shitty, yeah. Because, like, what can you pass on? Like, as far as stories and lessons go, like, hey, you know, stretch every 15 minutes while you sit at this desk job for the rest of your life, or else you'll get arthritis.
It's like, I got a walking treadmill at my office station, like...
Yeah, that's cool. Like, no, it's fucking not.
I feel like that's, like... At that point, it's just like acceptance.
It's sad. It's sad. It's like wearing tennis shoes with blue jeans. it's done. You're done.
Yeah. That's settling. That's just like
that is settling.
You're at that point where it's like, if you're wearing tennis shoes and blue jeans, and we're talking about those off-brand like $30 tennis shoes you got at Marshalls.
Yeah.
And some loose-fitting jeans, like.
And if it's Skechers, they're either all white and you didn't buy them, and your wife did, or because you don't want to spend that much money on yourself. Someone bought you those Skechers.
That's true.
And you were like, "Oh, thanks."
Skechers is a luxury for you at that point in life.
Honestly, it is.
And no shade on Skechers. They
are
kind of comfortable.
Skechers are comfortable as fuck. Don't get me wrong, but
like,
I'm not gonna get caught out in Skechers. Not at this point in my life.
No,
I'm sorry.
And it's like, are we tricking ourselves into thinking that that's what we want now, just because we're at the age of we feel like that's what we want? But it's like, what if like 7 years down the road, 5 years down the road, we kind of hit that point where it's like, man, maybe I just do want to like do a regular path. You know, like,
yeah,
it's really easy now, I feel like, to have those kind of feelings when we haven't necessarily have it all figured out. Because I feel like as a person, I understand who I am and what I want.
Yeah.
But it's like, and it's weird, I feel like everybody's had that point in their life where they feel like, okay, I'm at my best right now. Like, I've evolved so much from 2 years ago, and then like 3 years pass, and you're like, man, I can't believe I was like that. Like, I'm like, right now I'm at that point, I'm like, man, I can't believe I was such a cringy
freshman,
junior 1 year ago.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, now I'm at a point in my life where I'm so self-aware of myself where like, I don't think I'll change how I am. Like, what if like 2 years from now, I'm a fucking go-go dancer in San Francisco? We don't know.
That's some crazy shit.
That's crazy, but it's
you could move, get pimped out, get on crack. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
There's so many, like, it's weird because you feel like you're at a point where it's like, you know, you're like, this is me. Like, I think
there's stability, and then nah.
Then you never know. And that's kind of like the scariest part of adulting is like, you're not sure if you're sure, but you want to know that, feel like you're sure.
Yeah. It's like constantly reassuring yourself the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's rough. Like, for me, I think my biggest thing is I really don't care too much as far as, like, career-wise what I do.
Mm.
I just want to, like, be good at it and, like, make sure everyone around me is happy, having a good time, taken care of. Because, like, that's really what I like doing, is take care of everyone else. So, I mean, if I could just have a shitty job for however long, not, like, so shitty to where I want to kill myself, but, like, to the point to where it's like, okay, I can do this forever and not, you know, have to hate myself over it. I feel like I'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty much where I'm at, I think. But hopefully this enlistment thing kind of comes through.
Yeah, so Sean is you're planning to enlist.
I would.
Into the Navy?
Army.
Army now. Oh.
First
was the Navy.
It was Army, then I went Marines, then I was Navy, then
there was a brief 2 days where me and Sean seriously considered enlisting into the Navy the next week.
Honestly. Dude, I was fucking about it.
But then like one day I was like, nah, I can't do the Navy. I can't be in the military.
I still think you could.
I don't see myself in the military.
I don't see you doing it, but like I could, as like a reservist, I feel like you'd be okay.
In the reserves?
Yeah. Just getting that free college, that free healthcare.
Dang. Just be that benefit rider.
Yeah.
I feel it.
It's like people that join the National Guard and they're like, yeah, I'm in the military. No, you're not. No, you're not. You
work an office job.
Yeah. You play paintball on the weekends. Like, oh, I'm scared.
You play paintball on the weekend.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, and my plan is going into college for what I'm thinking is probably computer science, but realistically I might just pull a beta switch and do film.
I think you should do it.
I should probably do film because I'm good at it, but I do not know how the job market works.
I feel like the only thing film school and the same thing with business school. It's not hard to run a business as long as you're a decent human being.
I think it's just teaching you the technical aspect of it.
Technical, what to say, what not to say, and then how to deal with like accountants, how to manage that part.
Yeah, like it's more of the like the thing. I think that's more of the things where you probably couldn't learn that like. Yeah,
that's something that they don't really show.
Like much. In film school, I'm pretty sure like there's a lot of like film like just like techniques, terminology that you just literally wouldn't learn unless you're on set or you're doing your own thing. That's why I think as far as like technical aspect, yeah, I probably would need to go to like school for that. But like artistic wise and all that, I already know I've had plenty like things I want to do, but yeah.
Honestly, okay.
And
so
we're gonna head. We have to go ahead and take a break. We'll be right back with our sponsors, which is Raid Shadow Legends. Yes, you heard it here, folks. We don't have sponsors.
Yeah, I'm gonna email ramen noodles though. Marachan, like I feel like they'd sponsor.
Marachan.
Yeah, I think that's.
Isn't it Maruchan?
Don't send them this clip. I just really like their food and it's cheap.
Maruchan, please sponsor Sean.
I just need something to eat.
I just want Raid Shadow Legends to sponsor me because I feel like once Raid Shadow Legends like sponsors you, you made it basically. Right?
You throw down. I feel like they throw money.
They throw money at anything.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently they have infinite money. They're literally throwing anybody to sponsor it.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're almost a bit of a meme now to the point to where they're sponsoring themselves.
And that's true.
You think that was the goal?
Honestly, I don't think that... I think it hit a point where they realized, like, man, anybody we sponsor now, it's kind of a meme, and it'll just, like, everybody kind of knows we're sponsored. But, like, maybe they've hit that point where they don't even need to sponsor anybody anymore, because, like...
Because of all the memes.
Because all the memes, and everybody knows they're the most popular thing.
Do you have Raid Shadow Legends on your phone?
No.
I don't.
I know.
Okay. I know.
Clearly someone is downloading. People are downloading it.
My little brother does. He's got it. I don't know if he plays it, but I know he's got it on his phone. And I think that's all you really need.
Is someone to download it?
I think they get compensated on download, and I'm pretty sure they get in-app whatnots.
No. The way it works is I think when they download it, they get your user data and sell it. That's where they get a lot of their money from.
Yeah, for Russia? Or like...
No, just like advertisements. Like, how...
Oh, yeah. We'll be talking about like whatever the fuck we're going to be talking about on this podcast, and then I'll see ads for it later.
Yeah.
So like, I'm going to get ramen noodle ads.
Or like, if you're watching like, feet licking videos, it just recommend like, you'll sell that user data.
Just on the low. Just start seeing a whole bunch
to like Google ad services, and then next time you're on your phone, it's going to be like... Want to purchase feet licking videos? Why'd I go to feet licking?
Subscribe to my premium Snapchat. Download our spa app and schedule your next visit.
Yeah, it probably.
You said it's happened.
And that's when we break. Alright, and we're back. Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends, for not sponsoring us. Maruchan, please hit us up.
For the record, if he's saying that wrong, it's Marachan. I just wanted to be known. Like,
it's not
one of us is correct. So, like, sponsor either. Or just the podcast in general.
Or just sponsor specifically who said.
Yeah. No. Actually, if you want, you could just send one of those free hoodies. Where it's got, like, just the big ol'...
Oh, the branded, like, chicken...
The chicken, beef, shrimp.
I'm pretty sure those are like...
They're like $40.
No, I'm pretty sure those are like not... those aren't like...
Those aren't them?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because the quality of the shirts look pretty bad. Like, I've seen those. I know exactly what sweater you're talking about.
Yeah, Caleb.
Remember Caleb?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's the exact same... This one guy who wears this exact same ramen shirt, just sweater every day to school.
It wasn't the worst thing. It looked pretty smooth.
No, but the print of it looked pretty, like, crappy to me.
Yeah?
I'm pretty sure wherever you bought that shirt, the people who printed that did not have the license to make that.
I mean, I've seen those shirts around though. He had strictly chicken ramen.
Yeah, the best ramen.
Yeah, it is the best ramen. I had your hot and spicy shrimp. It's not bad, but
I like how we're just directly talking to Maruchan.
yeah. I mean, if they're gonna sponsor, might as well just let them know what's up. Put more shrimp in it. Like,
I mean, to be fair,
dude,
it's dried shrimp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What you're already expecting too much if you want them to up the amount of dried shrimp they have in their packeted.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, if you're microwaving it, you already don't have standards, which I'm assuming you're doing.
No, I'm not microwaving. I have.
Oh, you boil the water.
Yeah, I boil the water. It takes me about 30 minutes to boil water, but I mean, it's
30 minutes?
Yeah, I mean...
Oh yeah, you did that tiny little stove.
I've got a hot plate, is what it's called.
Yeah.
I figured that out yesterday, and that's embarrassing. My girlfriend has been shitting on my cooking skills, because I have to FaceTime her to make rice.
Wait.
I don't know how to make rice.
Oh my god.
I know they say 1 cup water, 1 cup rice. Ugh. I fucked it up.
No, it's 2 cups water, 1 cup rice.
Are you sure?
I make rice every week. Like, at least 4 times a week.
Yeah? Alright. Well...
I've just been getting the ratios right. Speaking of your girlfriend, Sean's a simp.
A little.
Sean is a simp.
I've caught feelings.
So...
Very fast.
So, in this weird 2020 journey, man.
2020, yeah.
In this 2020 journey...
It doesn't feel right saying that.
Sean has been stricken...
with love.
he really pulling out the L word. But no, I clowned Sean when he first told me. He's like, hey dude, like I kind of reconnected with one of my exes. I don't know, like I'm kind of feeling it. And I was like, at first I was like really skeptical. I was like, okay dude, I'm like you're just being a simp. But it's like, I don't know. I guess he actually like ended up.
There was serious reasons. I knew for a long time that I had made a mistake when I broke up with her.
Mm.
Yeah, I had the shittiest reason to break up with her. And I'll put it out, I did break up with her over text.
Oh my god. That's horrendous.
Yeah, she holds it over my head every day.
Wait, no, you really did?
Yes, I did. I did break up with her over text. It was really bad too.
Was it like a long text? Or was it short?
It was like a paragraph. It wasn't like a long paragraph, you know, the ones where it's like the girl just is texting someone for like 5-10 minutes.
And it's okay.
Yeah, it's like send back 8-ball pool. Yeah. It was
your turn.
It was a good 2-3 inches worth of paragraph.
Uh-huh.
But,
just like you. but
yeah, it was.
That's pretty
rough.
bad.
I was scared, man. I can't lie. I knew I was scared because she was driving me home one time, and I was asking her like what she's gonna do when I enlist.
So you're prodding already for like.
Yeah, this is
breakup opportunities.
No. I wasn't prodding for anything. Like I was down. Like yeah, we were together. I don't try to break up people.
Mm.
But like I was like, what are you gonna do when I enlist? And she was like, be there with you. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why? That doesn't make sense.
Mm.
I was like, why don't you do what you want to do? And then she was like, but you know, I could just go to college, you know, with like you and stuff on the military base and whatnot, and go online college. And that it scared me because I've never had anyone like actually be like down like that. So I had to
down for the long term.
Yeah, it scared me. Like I always thought I was, and then it was real, and I was like,
nope.
Yeah, I had to bounce, and then I got into like one of the worst relationships after that. With another
story, another time.
Yeah, but yeah, so I hit her up and was like, hey, are you free? And she said, yeah. She totally thought it was a date, by the way, as soon as I hit her up.
Hold on. First of all, I was there the night you texted her.
The morning.
No, the morning. It was like 1 in the morning, right? It was like...
Yeah, because we woke up at like 2:30, and then we started playing speedrunners. Shout out to them, by the way.
Speedrunners, please sponsor us.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, you're like, man, I think I'm gonna text my ex. I'm like, no, dude, why?
Yeah.
It's such a like stereotypical thing, but like he actually did it. And then you told me like, yeah, we're gonna go out to eat. I'm like, you guys are going on a date? You're like, no, we're just going to talk.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you went to the bathroom and I got a whole date like planned.
Yeah.
Hispanic food and putt-putt.
Yeah. Oh no! And that was the other thing. You didn't tell me where you're going.
I wasn't gonna tell you because I didn't want you to pop up.
I wouldn't have popped up.
But like,
on that 7% chance that I did.
Yeah, I mean, I know you. You're like me. I'm the type of person to pop up. If I just got bored, I'd pop up. Like I would wear like a fake ass mustache and just pop up.
Beat the event.
Yeah.
Felt.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to tell anybody because it was special.
But I mean, apparently, I don't know what you guys discussed that day or how that date went.
Very well.
Even though according to you, it wasn't a date.
It wasn't supposed to be a date.
That's a date. Who just randomly asked your ex, "Hey, let's go out to eat."
Yeah.
But I mean, it ended out good.
It did.
Now you guys are dating.
I am extremely happy.
The whole time I'm like, man, Sean, you're such a simp.
Yeah. Simping is kind of wild though. Like there's what I did, and then there's like actual simp.
Simping is such a weird thing because I feel like it's actually becoming like more of a trend.
Yeah.
To see.
And it's almost to where like people make fun of each other so much for it that like you actually kind of start to fall in that rhythm.
Yeah.
And it's weird.
For those who don't know, simping is basically essentially like being a simpleton, a really like a man who
is always getting friend zoned.
Who basically, yeah, it's the nice guy, but a simp is like the cringe kind of sad person sad male specifically, desperate who will be like, she'd be like, oh, this floor is wet, and he will be the guy to take off his jacket, put it on the floor, and say "m'lady" while he tops his fedora.
I hate
that. That's a simp, and simping is it's basically like transcended from being
a joke. It's a problem.
Yeah, it transcended from just being the word simp, a noun, to just being a verb. Simping is now an action. You could simp. Yeah. If someone is simping, that just means they're being like a sad. I hate using the term beta male, but it's basically like
it's some beta shit.
It's beta shit, but like
yeah, it's pretty beta male shit.
But like simping is really sad, especially on the internet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Cause then it gets to like, do you want to see my feet pics, or do you want to pay for my premium Snapchat? And it's like. There's really people that do that.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is. It's very sad.
Like there's dudes who legit. I've had friends, female friends who do like premium snaps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one of them, she would legit like, she would tell guys she does meetups. Like, and just by the way, by meetups, she literally means just meets them. She does nothing, just meets them. And like, she would get guys, and they would like Venmo her or pay her like $200 for her just to meet them
for a conversation, like a chance at a date.
A chance. It's not even a date. They're just meeting up. She said it's not even a hookup. Like, she said strictly it's not a hookup. Nothing.
Just to talk to some people.
Just to talk to someone. And there's guys out there who.
That's kind of sad.
It's sad. They will, and I think it's sad because like for a split second you're like, oh, it's kind of noble, but you're like, oh, it's kind of sad.
It's very sad.
But like,
is that like sad as in? I mean, it's kind of pathetic.
I think it's pathetic, but it's like, why my question I've always had is, why is simping becoming such a big thing now? Is it because women just have like high unrealistic standards, or
maybe it's like access to like actually get money for shit that they're already doing?
I don't know.
Like realistic. And then there's a lot more guys coming out as far as like being really desperate. Like I want to know how desperate someone's got to be to pay $200 to meet someone.
That's really desperate.
It is. It's almost sad. But like, is that sad. Their fault, or is it like?
It's like, I don't know.
I want to feel bad, but I'm not gonna feel bad for someone who paid $200 to meet a girl. I just can't do that.
I get that too, but like, I don't know. As far as when it comes to like being a simp, I think it's. I hate using like. I hate like blaming it on, you know, the trends of today, but I realistically think it's, you know, people are getting canceled every day on Twitter, like left and right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it has to do simply with the fact that like our culture now is like so PC. You got to be really careful what you say and what you do.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like guys are like in general are like just way softer
and way more careful. Like you
can't just approach girls how you used to, like. You know,
catcalling is like huge.
It's huge.
You'll get canceled for
that. Like catcalling. I mean, to be fair, catcalling is pretty trashy.
It's trashy, but you can do it with like some kind of charisma.
Yeah, but like in like now in like 2020, like if he's like, "Hey, mommy, how you doing?" Like,
yeah,
that's cringy.
That's cringy.
But like,
fuck. I'd call my boy
like,
simp.
If you ask your dad how you met your mom, he'll be like.
That's exactly what
I hollered at my mom.
Yeah.
I hollered at this lady and she was your mom and you're here today. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know. I think times have changed. So like the way you have to approach people, which by the way, I'm gay. Yeah. But like, I think the way you have to like approach people is just vastly different.
Yeah, you can't holler at people anymore.
And I feel like approaching people is like now it's like you either do it digitally. Like through a dating app or like, you know, or just like social media, or I would say forced condition, as in like you guys go to the same school or you guys go to the same job.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the only way you can meet people now realistically. Like you don't just like.
You don't go to the bar anymore to meet people. I mean,
you do, but like
it's
it's kind of sad now to just go to like places by yourself.
Yeah. I almost felt kind of dumb like watching Birds of Prey by myself.
Oh, you did that by yourself?
Well, yeah, I only did it for free food and whatnot. But like,
it's a weird movie to watch by yourself, I feel like.
Yeah, it was pretty solid though.
Was it packed?
No, there was like 4 people in the theater.
Dang, that's really weird.
Yeah, I seen a meme about it earlier. It was like 2 people wanted to go fight where no one was around, and so they went to a movie theater where they were showing Birds of Prey, and I was like, yikes. That movie was supposed to do pretty good, but they say they expect it to be their lowest box office like sales ever for DC, like ever, and it's one of their first R-rated.
It really? Oh yeah, it is, huh?
It is R-rated, yeah. They dropped the F-bomb quite a lot.
Was Joker
gets mentioned.
No, I mean was the movie Joker?
Oh yeah, Joker was R. But
R-rated?
that's Warner Brothers. I mean it's DC, but that's mainly.
But it's won by Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, shit, I could totally be wrong.
I think DC's just bad at like
live action.
DC's
movies.
bad at making like
Movies.
serious movies, like.
Well, serious movies, because the Joker fucking slapped.
But that wasn't DC run.
Yeah, but it's in their universe.
Like their last attempt. What was the one with they made with the Suicide Squad? That was basically a flop.
I don't know. I like Suicide Squad.
I mean, you might have liked
it 4 or 5 years ago, though.
But in the eyes.
Oh shit, that was 4 or 5 years ago.
In the eyes of everybody, that movie was like kind of a flop.
Yeah, Will Smith is Deathstroke, and
I never saw the movie, but I just know it was a flop in general. Like people were like, "Man, that did not live."
The soundtrack was the best part about it.
That was one of the biggest complaints. But then again,
no, are you serious?
Yes, that was one. They said like it uses such generic pop music.
That
had been overused in media, which I agree.
Everyone was like, "All right, we're gonna ride the fuck out of 21 Pilots' dick." Now,
then again, you literally have Guardians of the Galaxy volume tape. What tape is it?
I have the first Awesome Mix Volume 1.
His Awesome Mix one was just generic white people music.
Yeah,
That they've played in
like the 60s.
every single mainstream movie.
Yeah, you're not wrong. But I mean, it slaps.
I will give you Wham Bang Shang Lang.
That's on Volume 2.
I never heard that song, but I only heard that song because of Sean's generic music taste.
And it's awesome. It's good.
It's a banger.
It's got, this one's got Escape, the Pina Colada song. That's a banger. I don't care who you are. It is.
Yeah, it's like, how many movies have had that song in it?
Anything with Adam Sandler, for sure.
Anything with Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Especially Grown Ups. Grown Ups is the only
Grown
Adam
Ups
Sandler movie that had it, though, I think.
There's a lot. There's so many rom-com Adam Sandler movies you're just not aware of, I think.
I mean, I'm aware, but like,
I'm pretty sure.
I don't want to watch them.
What's the movie with the first 50 dates, or was it first? You know what I'm talking about with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, where she's got like amnesia, and he's trying to convince her to get back with him. Not convince her, but like.
Also, the concept of that movie is kind of predatory.
Yeah,
right?
It is. I mean, I feel like
okay, like
I mean.
It is.
That's a weird concept
it's
for
such
a movie.
But it's true. It's basically
like
it's kind of predatory.
If your spouse got in a car accident and then lost their memory, doesn't know who the fuck you are, and you like try and convince
they
them
know who they are. They just like.
But they don't know who you are.
No.
Well, not that they don't know who you are, but they don't have any feelings towards you. Blah 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 blah. So you gotta like win them back.
No.
But that's y'all are married.
That's a different situation. Because the way the movie plays out is...
Oh, I've never seen the movie.
Okay, let me explain the movie really quick.
I've got.
So the concept of the movie is literally basically this. He meets the girl, and that day he meets her...
Okay, yeah.
It keeps relooping, so since she's never met him before that day, every time she loops, she's never known him. But she knows her dad.
Yeah.
So like she still knows things, like she still remembers her past.
It's looped for her.
Yeah, but she can't continue. She literally can't remember anything else. That's why.
I remember.
Yeah. So like every day is literally like meeting her brand new. That's what I'm saying. Like you saying the wife thing is.
I mean, I thought that's what it was gonna be about.
No, yeah.
My situation, the situation I described is definitely predatory. That's like, yeah, you have to get back with me because we're in a legally binding contract. And the person that has amnesia is like, what the fuck? I don't know what you're talking about. But, yeah. I mean, that seems like an okay situation. It's not too predatory.
No, it is. Okay, here's why I said it's predatory.
I've never seen the movie, so I'm not going to yeah.
Because so the reason why I said it is, in the movie, she does not know who Adam Sandler is. Every
single day?
Every single day, after she meets him, he meets her once, and he falls in love with her, right?
Oh,
so then the next day he meets her.
Yeah.
She has no idea who he is. And he's confused. And then after that he realizes, oh, she's in a loop. So he takes advantage of that and starts doing things to like, he finds out bits of information of her. Yeah. And then the next day he'll use that information. She'll be like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. You know that about me? Of course he does. He knew you from the day before. So it's like,
that's definitely
it's weird because you walk up to somebody.
That's stalkerish. It's like trying to trick someone into Stockholm syndrome.
Kind of, but like you're tricking them into like thinking you're an awesome person, but realistically you just like know them so well from over and over and over. That's why I think it's outside. I didn't watch the end of the movie, so I don't know how it ended. But I think it's kind of like a weird...
It could be deemed romantic. But like...
And if we want to push the boundaries there, I'm just saying...
He's kind of simping.
That's simping!
It all comes full circle.
It's pretty simp.
Yeah.
Like every day...
To literally have to like convince someone that you're great every day.
Yeah. And we're loosely judging this... We're judging this movie off, like, the very loose concept of what I remember watching the movie.
This is a yikes.
But, I mean...
Adam Sandler's kind of a cool guy.
Adam Sandler's awesome.
I wouldn't want to be...
His new movie, I heard, is really, really good.
Really?
The Uncut Gems.
Yeah?
They said it's, like... They're basically saying, like, man, if Adam Sandler did, like...
Wasn't, like, a shit...
Was doing shit movies, like... Yeah. Shit rom-com slapstick movies... He'd be like really good. Like his Uncut Gem movies, people said were really good. And I don't know if you saw that photo of him, but he kind of did have the drip. But
he
had like 6 rings or no, like dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. I'll have to check it out because I wanted to see it because I want to see him in a serious role. Speaking of serious roles, I seen the trailer for the new Saw movie called Spiral.
It's a new Saw movie?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. With the puppet?
Yeah.
Does it have the puppet in it?
I didn't see the puppet itself.
But it's a spin-off of that. So is it a spin-off or is it like a direct sequel?
It's got like the little circles and everything that it's, based on. I personally, John Kramer's still alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be like one of his little fans maybe. And just kind of imitating him. But anyways, that doesn't have any shit to do. The two detectives are Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
That's a studded cast.
Yeah, it's...
Wait, in a Saw movie?
Yep.
Is it a horror movie?
Yeah.
That's...
Chris Rock in a horror movie. Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson in a horror movie.
That's a weird...
And it's not like a ghost, like paranormal type of horror
it's just
movie.
like a...
It's a killer, so it's...
That's such... I don't know how they... Are they victims in it? Or are they like...
They're
detectives,
They're detectives, so... I'm pretty sure one of them's gonna die. But they're pretty big actors.
They're really good. They're pretty big.
They are big actors.
And I normally see them in action. Well, Chris Rock is... I just know him for comedy.
Yeah.
And Samuel Jackson mainly like...
Comedy, action.
Comedy and action. Mainly action, but like... That's interesting.
I want to see how it goes.
That's an interesting, like, cast already, I feel like.
Yeah, but just them two. I don't know anyone else that's casted to be in the movie. I just seen Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, and I was like, what the fuck? In Saw? But, I want to see it. I'd like to see both of them in very serious roles for a horror movie. I think it'd be odd. I wouldn't cast them. That wouldn't be my first choice.
That would never be my first choice.
I would never think to do it.
But maybe, I've always said this, usually, like, it's always said, like, some of the best performances in movies are people who do, like, completely off-role things.
Yeah, that's true. So, like, would you...
Like Adam Sandler.
Like Adam Sandler being super serious...
That's really off-role.
Pimp-ass fucking dude.
He's basically like a diamond mobster.
Yeah. He gives off the vibe. I feel like. A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen how he dresses in, like, public, though?
No.
Don't.
Is he just, like, dad? Like a dad dresser?
More of, like, a... Yeah. It's... There's dad dressing, and then there's, like, I just woke up to check the mail, but I'm gonna walk around New York. Type He's, like, got on a long-ass white tee and, like, some blue basketball and one shorts.
Oh, man.
And, yeah.
Is that living life where, like, you're so rich you just don't care, you're just wearing and one shorts, like...
You can just wear and one shorts. Who's gonna talk shit to Adam Sandler?
Nobody.
A whole lot of people, but, like... Adam Sandler's a cool ass dude, so no one's.
He's an icon, like
he is. No one's got a beef with Adam Sandler.
Nobody actually dislikes Adam Sandler. They just might dislike like the type of movies.
Yeah, they're not for everybody.
Mm-mm.
They're pretty stupid.
A lot of them are pretty stupid.
Yeah, literally some of his movies are based on being stupid.
I'm not gonna lie, Grown Ups was like.
Grown Ups is pretty funny.
When it came out, it's pretty funny.
There's a little bit that, like, still makes me laugh.
Like, the appeal to it, I got it. I understood, like, why people thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Wasn't a bad movie.
Not at all. I think that's one of his best, as far as, like, the dumb
comedy movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty well done.
Mm-hmm. Kevin James, he's pretty good.
It was a really good cast, I think, that's why.
Yeah, the cast made it.
Hilarious. For
sure, yeah. Yeah. I want to see... They're not doing a Grown Ups 3, thank God. But...
Yeah.
let it.
You already know they're gonna do a spin-off. That movie was huge when it came out.
Should they though? With the kids. I feel like they could.
Cameron Boyce is dead.
Oh my god, he is. I forgot he was his son. Yikes.
So, R.I.P. Cameron Boyce, by the way.
When did he die? 2018?
Last year. Wait, was it last year?
I feel like it's 2018.
I'm gonna do him justice right now. I'm gonna search it up right now.
You should. While we're at it,
Yeah, last year, July 6th. I remember because July 6th.
Yeah.
It was 3 days after my birthday.
Tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
He died of a seizure.
I mean, it's after your birthday, so it's not that big deal. Like, as far as, like, dampening your mood.
Yeah.
But, like, cause
I mean, okay, I'm not gonna be insensitive here, but, like, even if it did happen on my birthday, I'm one of those people where, like, unless I had a strong connection to that celebrity or anything, I of course I'll feel like it's terrible, you know.
It's a rip. It's death.
But I won't sit here and be like, pretend like, man, I had such a strong connection to Cameron Boyce.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cry.
I watched him on Disney on Jesse.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite cast members.
For Jesse?
Yeah. I mean, if not my favorite, I don't know.
Ranji was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Well, was his name Ranji? What's his name? Oh,
Raj?
oh dang.
I don't know. This kind of sounds racist.
But it's not. We just don't know his name, okay, guys?
I'm pretty sure it's...
It was a very... This is a show... The show took a very stereotypical approach to it, so I'm just going to blame the show. It was a very stereotypical Indian name.
It was.
They made it, I didn't.
Isn't he, like, gay now? Like...
Who?
Him, the actor who plays him. Not, like... I mean, he is gay, but, like, isn't he, like, transgender?
Who?
I don't know the actor's name.
The Indian...
Yeah, the Indian kid. I'm pretty sure he's, like...
No, he's not.
There's someone from that show that is...
Not him.
No.
Definitely not him.
I'll think of it. But it's not him.
Definitely not
but
him.
They look similar.
Who's they?
It's him and another Indian kid. They might not even be Indian. I don't know, man.
Wow. Man, Sean, all Indian people look the same. I have better standards. This is a terrible way to...
Yeah, it's tough.
It is tough.
I mean, it'd be like that sometimes, I guess.
Speaking of ghosts.
Speaking of ghosts.
Sean said, so it surprised me. So just earlier today, Sean told me that he believes in ghosts.
Yeah, for sure.
Or that he has heavy superstitions. And I'm extremely skeptical, and I have always said there's always an explanation or a reasonable thing that caused something. I say it's really silly to jump to the first things like, well, door closed, must be a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, there's always, like, drafts and stuff. And, I mean, that's always the thing. I like to think that it's spirits, though, for sure. I feel like it would be nice to know that you're not always alone. I mean...
How's that nice?
Because, I mean, then you have someone to talk to. Like I told you earlier, I was at my old house, and I heard, like that weird-ass sound tapping on the window.
You heard, like, the fingernails, like, clacking on a window.
Like a desk. Like, you know, like the boss does the desk.
Like, you ever
thing
heard, like,
fingers.
a teacher with long nails just, like, press their nails on the table?
Yeah, I don't know what it's
exactly.
called. But it's on the window, so I was like, look, I don't have the fucking time. Like, I'm stressing about passing Spanish. I only have a month left at Jack Britt. I was like, if you're gonna do something, make me pass this class. I go to sleep, and I wake up next day, I get to Spanish class, lo and behold, substitute teacher tells our class that the regular Spanish teacher isn't going to be there for the rest of the semester because she needs open heart surgery. So, I mean, you explain that, like, besides my spirit being like, alright, I got you, homie.
So Sean's superstition is that
they're out here doing favors. You just gotta ask.
if you don't want to do your Spanish homework, a ghost will put your Spanish teacher in cardiac arrest.
Yeah, honestly. You just gotta ask them nicely. Everyone's so scared. I feel like we're equals.
What? Us and ghosts?
Yeah.
Oh, we're giving ghosts way too much credit if they
How?
even exist. They don't exist.
Okay, I mean, assuming they do.
Okay, assuming they do.
Why wouldn't they be equal?
Because they can't do anything.
But they were here before us. Like,
how can ghosts be before us if we were the first like organisms with souls to exist?
We're under the assumption.
Do ghosts exist for animals and bugs?
No. No. But then again, they say like spirit of. I don't know, man. It's some weird shit.
That's what I'm saying. Why would I've always said this.
I only believe
why would the
humans.
Why would the ghosts of humans only haunt us, but like not animals?
But I don't think it's haunting. I don't think of it as haunting.
What do you think it is?
They're just out here chilling, bro.
They're just chilling?
They're just out here chilling.
If I were a ghost, so can ghosts fly?
I don't know.
Or do they have to live?
I'm not a fucking ghost. I just heard that man tapping on the window, so I told him what was up.
If I were a ghost, assuming I feel no pain, all the time in World 2, we do what I want. Why wouldn't I just walk to like one of the world's greatest wonders and just
chill there?
If I were a ghost, I'm sorry, Sean, I would not want to be in your trailer talking to you.
But hey,
helping put your Spanish teacher into cardiac arrest.
What if he was just visiting like where he lived? Because low key, the place that we moved into did get robbed. Like,
I mean, anybody died.
I don't know that. You don't know that.
Pretty sure they would have told you somebody died in that house.
I mean, we already knew the landlord, so like, it was kind of like, hey, real cheap.
Aren't they like supposed to tell you if somebody died in your house?
I don't
like
think
in a murder or something.
Do they have to?
I'm pretty sure, so you know, like, man, this neighborhood kind of sketch.
But like, oh yeah, the neighborhood would be kind of sketch, yeah.
Like, wouldn't they kind of have to tell you, like, hey...
I mean, if you're living off the side of the road in a trailer, it's pretty sketch. I don't feel like being sketch needs to be said.
I feel like that needs to be told to you.
Yeah.
Hey, by the way, there's some crackheads down the road.
Yeah, that's like going to Chicago and living in the projects and being like, should I be worried about being robbed? No, you're good. You're in the finest parts.
Wait for my landlord to tell me.
Yeah, no one robs the third floor.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're good. Yeah, so
that's actually true.
That is not true. When I was in Wilmington, the third floor usually gets robbed the most because of that stereotype.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Because people always told me, like, I mean, you gotta think of it, like, why would somebody want to rob the highest floor of a building?
Okay, so...
Because you have to steal this shit and you gotta haul
walk
ass
all
the way
downstairs or take the elevator or whatever.
And if you wake the person up or if they even get a suspicion, you have to haul ass pretty like...
I mean, you rob them while they're at work and then, like...
Oh, yeah. I don't know why most people assume robberies happening...
At night?
In middle night. Most robberies happen, like, at 11...
Broad fucking daylight.
Broad daylight, because that's the most normal time to rob someone, because no one's home.
Yeah. If you're robbing someone at night, you gotta be prepared to kill them.
Yeah, agreed.
Or just accept the fact that you're gonna get your ass caught.
Yeah, robbing at night is fucking stupid.
It's stupid, like, simply put. But, I mean, from what I've heard, like, you just load up... Well, you don't load shit up. You basically get bags or whatever, suitcases, bags, book bags, whatever the fuck. You put whatever you want in those with, like, pillows and whatnot, cushion, and you just drop it off the third floor into, like, the back of the truck or just on the ground. Or someone catches it or anything. So it's, like, really
that makes
easy.
sense. Just get like, a suitcase.
Get really valuable shit.
Like, make it, soft and just throw it down.
Yeah.
And the impact will be, like...
It'll be nothing.
Yeah.
You might fuck up the suitcase, but, I mean, you're not gonna fuck up what's inside it.
I don't know. If I went stealing in someone's house, I don't know what would I take first. I have no idea what I'd take first.
Anything valuable.
Like,
I would go for jewelry. Jewelry you can sell.
I wouldn't take certain electronics. I know, like, electronics now you could just track and shit.
Yeah.
Like, anywhere. Maybe a TV.
You would steal a TV?
No.
Yeah, no.
It's stupid.
It's too heavy.
I would want
It's heavy, it's too big,
I would want to steal something that really inconvenienced them, like their fucking toothbrush or something.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like I could do that.
What?
Just break into people's houses and just steal some really inconvenient shit. Not even steal it, just hide it.
just
put
your
it somewhere
house.
really stupid. So when they move, it's like, why the fuck are there all these toothbrushes on top of my cabinets? Like, where I never look. And it's like, I don't know. And then they start blaming each other, and you're like, it'd be pretty funny in the long run. You would never know how funny it is.
So you'd never get the satisfaction of it.
But you'd have to know that it would be funny one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty satisfying.
That you would like, I don't know. That'd be pretty funny.
Just somebody like, where's my toothbrushes?
I would totally do that.
Yeah, just inconvenience someone.
Yeah.
Not even robbing them.
Yeah, just break into someone's house to inconvenience them. I feel like there's no real harm.
Yeah, what's the harm?
Yeah. It's like breaking into someone's house and then making dinner on a crock pot so that when they wake up, they have breakfast. Like, how mad would they be?
Like, what, like...
Like, they'd be scared.
Yeah, you'd be scared, but it's like, what would you be scared of? Clearly this person had no intention of harming us, or they would have done it.
They'd just be looking for hours as to if you stole it.
I'm like, if you guys are stupid enough to not hear me break in your house and cook a whole meal for you...
Right. Yeah. Like, you're either really heavy sleepers or like...
Clearly they could have killed you in that time, so it's like...
Yeah, we're cool. Like, I'd leave a little note, be like, hey, I ate some potato chips. Enjoy breakfast.
Left $3.
Yeah, I left you some money for coffee.
Lock front door.
Yeah, next time lock your front door. Yeah, totally do that.
Exactly. You've never gotten robbed? From
No.
like your house?
No.
Same. Never had that ever happen. Or car or anything. Never had that.
My mom had her purse snatched out of her car. But, I mean, that's her fault. She was at a party and let the windows down.
It's a party. People steal shit all the time at parties.
Yeah.
The
Even
worst.
on accident.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, dude, I stole your fucking something. And you're like, oh, no problem, just bring it back. And they're like, no.
You're like, hey, I'll swing by next week.
Yeah,
Like,
you never
heard from
swing by.
again.
Yeah. That's their coffee mug now.
And now...
That's their, yeah.
And now you're a ghost to them.
Mm-hmm. Ghost, yeah. This is all started off a ghost.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, but going back to it, I would totally break into someone's house. Just to inconvenience them. I really want to go on to that. I would like to do that one day.
What?
Just break into someone's house? Not break in. Like, if they leave the front door unlocked, just waltz on in, leave a note, eat some food, and then leave. I think it'd be pretty fucking funny.
It is kind of funny. Or, here's what I've always said. They would probably just think it was one of their friends who did it.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, Jeffrey, did you come to my house to eat potato chips? He's like, no. He's like, you freaking joker.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not giving my key to anyone.
Really? Not even me?
No.
Why not?
I'm probably good. I'll probably give you a key.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah.
I'd give my key to...
If I needed to.
I'd give my key to people who I wouldn't mind walking into my house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like the friend group we have, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with waking up and seeing all of you, like, on my couch, just watching TV.
Mm.
And I would just go along like my day was normal. I'd be like, sup? I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have aspirations for kids?
Whoa. Ghosts, house stealing, kids.
Yeah, we're going to go on kids right now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want kids?
Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of parent do you think you're going to be?
I think, here's what I said, I think I'd be, and I feel like, honestly, I feel like parenting as time goes on will be better.
Yeah,
because every generation before will want to compensate for the things their parents didn't do.
Every time.
That's why I think
That's
why I think like physical like retribution or like punishing is more looked down upon.
Yeah.
Because like
I'm still gonna beat the shit out of my kid if I get disrespected. I'm not.
I'm gonna be a
firm believer.
I'm gonna be where I think I'm gonna raise them to the point where
I shouldn't have to.
Yeah, where they'll be like, even if they do act out of line, I think if I got like aggressive with it, that just looked like a bad character on me. Even though, because I feel like with kids, if you've never like showed them any sort of aggression or like
they're not gonna
anger,
respond well.
When you find if they act normal basically their whole life, but they do something weird once, and you usually show that just to show they're scared of it, I feel like that implements the fact in them that like, man, I don't know why they're mad, but I like I don't know. I think I'd be as far as a parent, I think I'd be pretty. I want to be involved because I feel like that was one big thing where I never had a I want to be to the point where I don't want them to feel. Of course, I think everybody should have their own like personal like privacy, and like there's certain things like I just wouldn't talk about because like
I'm not gonna have. I don't want to.
I don't want to have that talk. Yeah, so I feel like
the talk.
I feel like
the birds and the bees talk.
I feel like we're at a point where like you just have to tell them like, hey, just don't get AIDS.
Don't get AIDS. Like
don't get AIDS.
Don't get anyone pregnant. Don't
use a condom. That's literally it.
Yeah, wrap up.
Because I feel like at that point, like, and realistically in that time,
take my own advice.
People will teens will find a way, regardless of what you tell them.
For sure,
they'll always find a way.
I do. I will. Out of spite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just used to do shit out of spite.
Yeah, they will find a way. But I'm thinking way into the teens. But I feel like I would just raise them to the where it's like of course I want to be like a figure to them.
Yeah.
But I also want to be like to a point where it's like, man, it's really fucking cringe talking to dad. It's like I want to be there for them in the sense of like I have a genuine emotional connection with them.
Yeah. And I get it, and I want them to be like, he gets it.
Yeah.
I don't, because you always see where it's like, oh, my parent wouldn't get it. My parent wouldn't understand.
I want to get it. Yeah, exactly.
I know I'll understand, and I want my kid to know I'll understand.
Yeah. And I want to, that's exactly what I want.
The realization.
I want them to understand that, like, I get it, and I like, we don't even need to necessarily talk about it, but it's like, I get it, I'm here for you, like.
Yeah.
And I think that's just one of those things that, like, naturally you just have to build up
with your kid.
Giving them a solid, like, childhood. Because I think I'd really focus hard on the early stages.
You have to.
I feel like, yeah.
Like,
that's where a lot of people just get screwed.
They're not there enough.
Yeah.
They're always like
one through like 7. I feel like that's prime. That's prime time for screwing up your kids.
It is. Because then it's like they kind of get set in their ways as far as, okay, this is how mommy or daddy is. So it's like they can't really. They only think of them that way for the rest of their life. And whether you realize it or not, you mold into that stereotype that they've built for you more than you'll ever know. And they'll just look for reasons as to why you fit to that stereotype and then connect the dots more and more and more.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
And you it's really like, I always thought it's kind of a scary but kind of like a beautiful thing of how, like, you as a person who, like, basically has, like, their life figured out, can so heavily, like, everything you do directly influences everything in their life. Because they essentially have, like, no...
They don't have control over
They don't have control over how their life is, like, what's it called?
Where they live, what they eat.
And I've always told people, like, when people get frustrated at their kids or anything, I'm like, every characteristic, everything from your child is just directly... It doesn't necessarily reflect... It won't always reflect you, but it's always going to be an outcome of some kind of influence you put on them.
Yeah.
Whether it's positive or negative.
Past, like...
Yeah. It'll somehow come off of something you did. You know? Like, if you were a very jokesy parent, your kid might just be like, man, I fucking hate people who joke around. Or they might just be like a really sarcastic kid. I feel like when parents feel like, man, I really raised them this way, wonder why they always... I feel like that's a big thing where it's like, people expect when you raise or you influence kids in a way that you wanted to be seen, or that you were raised even, or that something that is, like, directly you.
Yeah.
They expect it to, like, well, since I love cars, this kid's obviously gonna love cars. No, it's literally, I feel like that's when people misunderstand their kids, when it has, like, the direct opposite effect.
It's like, oh yeah, so it's like when you're talking to someone. I mean, you wouldn't know because you're not in a relationship or anything. Yeah, but you're like,
that's call me out, bro. Yeah.
Like, I'm talking to Carolyn and I'm like, hey,
girlfriend.
I'm my girlfriend. I'm super random. My kid's gonna be super random. I don't fucking know that. That's not something that, like, gets passed down guaranteed.
Yeah.
I love play video games and I'm bored. I don't know that my kid's gonna like to do that. They could fucking like to go beat their dicks in the woods. I don't care, but like it's
as every kid does.
Yeah, exactly. No kid doesn't. But I mean, you can't base your kid's future interest off of
yours.
Yeah,
and I've said that so many times.
It's like living through your kid.
Yeah, that's such a terrible. That's the worst. When have you ever seen like the on TLC, the fucking dance moms?
Dance moms. It's terrible.
It's terrible because all
for males,
sports for dads, anything sports involved.
It's usually a dad's to son.
Any reality show, you always see it. It's just like old, out of shape parents.
Yep.
Who are just trying to relive their glory days through their children.
Yeah.
And that nothing enrages me more.
It pisses me off.
It pisses me off, cause they just want to live through their kids, and it's like the worst possible fucking thing you can do.
Yeah, and their kid sucks at sports.
Yeah, or their kid might not. Or like, I feel like it's bad, in the sense that like, you're artificially. I've always said this. I hate people who artificially spark their kids' interest in things, as in a sense of.
Yeah.
You're like, well, yeah, he loved football since he was a kid. It's like, no, you put him on a football team because you really wanted him to, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, of course.
Yeah, but I plan on making my kid try every sport before, and then I'll be like, hey, you can play sports or not. Well, no, fuck that. I lied. They're gonna play sports until they hit like
the point where it's
7th grade.
Until the point where sports are pretty serious if they want to do it.
It's a team thing.
Yeah.
They have to want it. Yeah. I'm not gonna fucking make my kid go to high school football practice every day. No.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
Agreed. Yeah. And I'll never hold it down on them
like wow, wish you would play in sports.
Yeah, that's such a shitty thing. There's so many
like either play sports or do a job.
Yeah.
Let them be a kid.
Exactly. Bro. Yeah.
Fuck.
I agree. I don't know. There's so many other like
outlets.
Yeah, and
hobbies.
One thing that I really feel, the reason why I feel like I would be like so prepared for the next generation of kids is because I feel like our parents in general aren't too acclimated with technology.
Yeah, no.
To where I'm at a point where I would know all the little tricks and all the stupid shit our kids would do.
Yeah.
Technology wise, because there's so much shit I got away with.
Oh, for sure.
Just because my parents did not 100% understand, like, technology
every fucking time.
So many, like, things. So many things that I knew.
And even with teachers, they'd be like, go call your parents. And if you have an older sibling...
Just call your...
Yeah. Older sibling, older cousin.
I would just call my aunt.
Or your aunt. Or hell, if your friend has a deep voice, be like, yeah, here's my dad. And they're just gonna be like, hello? Hey, how are you doing? And the teachers are like, oh, hi, your kid is acting up. I'm like, no, dude, like, just check the records.
Yeah.
It'll have my dad's phone number. Like,
yeah.
But it's not, they just don't understand. So it's like, our generation is definitely gonna be a bit more equipped for that. And there's always gonna be more tricks.
I agree. But I feel like I'm one of those people where I'll always be aware of what's new. I'll always make an effort to.
Yeah, I would.
Because even though we are getting older, I still feel like I'm still always going to be in touch with
technology. Something we have to stay with, and that's been ingrained in our generation.
Yeah.
So I think we'll always stay pretty.
I think we have a very high understanding of it, to where like, even if things do change, we'll still like quickly catch on to like.
Yeah, we'll know. Yeah, unless they invent some fucking like. Next level PC.
Unless they start putting chips in our head, bro.
Yeah, like
by then, I don't know. I don't know.
But yeah.
Say, Jimmy, what are you thinking about? Nothing. They're just on
Pornhub. Just watching TV, but not. Yeah, that's so weird.
I hope we never reach to the point where like technology is just accessible in your head.
I don't want to.
I don't want that.
Yeah. I would totally be down if it was like glasses, or if there's like a VR suit and stuff. That'd be cool. That'd be cool as fuck.
But like, I would never want it like
to where I could just blink and see. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be a pirate if I just like close my eyes for long enough and just think about being a goddamn pirate.
Or I wouldn't want to be like, oh, well, I could just Google it in my brain. I feel like that kills like human experience. That's getting to
the
something.
human experience. Yeah.
I love, as weird as it sounds, I love the feeling of mortality.
Yeah.
That's a great feeling. People underestimate it.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
Even though people say it's a scary thing where like any moment you could die, I think that's like a great thing.
It is. You should cherish every fucking moment.
Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's awesome that
fun.
you can experience pain and all that crap. I think it's cool.
It's nice. Yeah. I want to be like the type of parent to where it's like we're the cool ones. All the people like come over to our house.
Yeah, I want to be that parent.
Yeah, I want to be responsible. I'll take everyone's keys when everyone's staying the night for sure. Give them a little bit of alcohol, have fun, blah blah blah. blah. You know, not to like no one's getting shit faced. Like, it's like I want to be one of those parents where it's like, hey, I want to try this. Okay, we'll fucking try it. And then that's it. That's just either going to be the end of it, or they're going to really like it, and they're just going to have to go find it themselves. I'll fucking help them try it. Because, I want my kids to be safe. And, like, the whole sneaking out thing.
I've always said, the reason I feel like kids run into, like, those, like drug problems or anything like that is because, like, people make it such a... like a sacred, like, oh my god, you can't do that.
Yeah.
But if you like, or alcohol even, parents like, man, if I catch you ever drink, like, if you made it to a thing where it's like,
if I ever catch you doing this, you're getting your ass beat.
Yeah. The more you make it like something.
Damn, I kind of want to try.
Yeah. Like it'll make it more tempting, or they'll find ways to sneakily do it, and that'll piss you off more. I feel like, and I feel like you're kind of setting yourself up when you make the situation like that.
Yeah. I would totally tell my kids, be like, look, try weed, I'll buy you some, and that'll be it. Like, just let me know. We'll try it. I'm not going to do it all the time. I'll give you like once a month, I'll let you get high. Like, I'm not going to fucking be your drug dealer. So it's like...
And by then, marijuana will probably be like...
It is going to be legal.
Super duper legal.
It is going to be grown like tobacco is.
You could probably get Kit Kat flavored marijuana.
I think it'd be grown like tobacco is.
Kit Kat. Huh?
I think it's gonna be grown how tobacco is.
Probably.
Hemp? Yeah.
Hemp, I think, is like way like not bad compared to like
crack
and tobacco and like
people literally just blow up making crack. Like
like your RV just explodes. Yeah. I think marijuana is just like safer in general.
It's pretty chill. I'm definitely cool. I'm not gonna fucking smoke. I don't like the feeling of smoking. I don't like the way it makes my lungs feel.
Same.
I don't...
Never would. Not a smoker.
Yeah. I would totally do edibles again. That shit was fun. But, like, I'm not...
Yeah.
I kind of like being sober. Like, I really do. Like, I don't have any issues with being sober, so I don't really have the desire to... Oh, yeah. But yeah, I don't really have the desire to try anything like that.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's nice. Because, I know there's people that are, like, really into it to where it's like, yeah, I wake up in the morning and I get fucking stoned.
Yeah. I never understood people who make, like, smoking their lifestyle. They're like, yeah, man, 420 life. I'm like, that's so weird. You're attributing your lifestyle to, like...
To a plant.
A fucking plant. Yeah, it's so weird. It's people like, well,
That's the same thing as crackheads, but it's a different drug.
But it's a different drug, yeah, literally.
It's more acceptable to be 420 friendly.
Because you're like, man, I look kind of cool doing it, don't I, guys? Like,
to be homeless.
Honestly, I'm just saying, I think someone doing crack looks kind of cooler than someone smoking weed. Smoking weed
is kind of weird. It only looks cool when there's a bong or it's...
By the way, don't smoke crack.
Well, yeah. By far, the worst looking one is heroin.
Or shooting up heroin?
Yeah.
I think needles just look like...
It's
not classy.
It's not. It's not classy at all. And you always... What fucking...
Let's
What are they wrapping around their arm every damn time? It's like that medical tube. It's always the medical tube.
The IV drip?
Yeah. But it's like... It's never that. No one's actually fucking using that. But in every movie, they just have one on them. I don't get it. Why?
let's rank how cool it is
to do each drug.
Let's doing each drug.
Do we know each drug?
Well, the main ones.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have cocaine, coke.
Yeah.
We have weed.
Yeah.
We have.
We'll do meth.
Heroin.
Acid. And pills.
And opioids and pills.
Yeah.
All right. So I always said, like, every time I see someone like snorting coke, it looks like if they do it quick and skillfully, and then they like start like bouncing around.
They're just chilling.
It looks kind of cool.
I can't lie. That's.
Don't do cocaine.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not endorsing.
We're not advocates for any of this.
We're just evaluating it.
Yeah. What is the scale on how cool it looks, right?
Okay,
Or are we going on class?
So I'm gonna give it like 3 things: the way you intake it,
Okay.
and like the materials required to even do it.
Okay.
So I'd say like, and the method basically. So coke.
Yeah, the way you intake the material
is specifically you can snort it. You can swallow it. I'm pretty sure, right? You don't have to specifically snort it, do you?
I think so.
My cocaine fans out there.
Anyone watching
educate
has
us.
done coke, yeah. I mean, I know there's a few that went to high school with us that are still out here doing coke.
For you cokeheads, please educate us.
Yeah.
But I think it's like the whole process of it is like, you know, you're chopping it up, you're dicing it up.
It does look cool.
It's a pretty cool thing. And then if you do it quick, it's kind of a cool thing.
It is.
And like,
I'd give it
in almost any movie, what do they glorify people doing? Coke. It's really cool to hit a line of coke. Don't do coke, but it's
like all the top CEOs.
Yeah, all the the corporate businessmen. They're just shooting lines of coke.
Yeah, it unites people. I think
Coke is uniting America, and we're just not aware of it.
Yeah, Coke. Yeah.
On a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give Coke a solid 8.5.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that.
Coke is
it's solid.
All right, next we have meth.
Solely for the way people look after, I gotta go.
Okay, and here's how we can evaluate it. Who's a really hot dude we can use? Use an example. No, really average looking dude. Average hot looking dude. Who's Ant-Man guy? What's his name? I can't think of
Paul
him.
Rudd.
Okay, let's say Paul Rudd.
He's kind of a Chad. Like,
yeah, okay, but like,
what's that one white kid that was in like every movie? He was in not Back to the fucking Future. The Islands or whatever, where every small thing was big, everything big thing was small, with The Rock. His name's like Josh something. I believe he was in Bridge to Terabithia.
No idea. Oh, Josh Hutchinson?
Yeah. That's a very average looking guy.
Josh, is it Hutchinson?
I believe so. But I think, when I think average...
you talking about the guy from freaking Hunger Games.
Yeah. When I think average, I think of him.
Peter Millard.
Mm-hmm. That to me is textbook average.
Yeah, Josh Hutcherson. Yeah.
Yeah. He's textbook average white guy.
Textbook. Okay, so if you see Josh Hutcherson doing some crack, if he did some coke, he'll look pretty cool doing it.
It depends on what he's wearing.
So
yeah,
depends. But
all in all,
now he's doing. Did you say meth? We said meth, right?
Meth.
All right. Does he look cool doing meth? Josh Hutcherson is doing meth.
You gotta get a spoon and.
Wait, is that meth?
Dude.
How do you intake meth? For all my meth heads out there.
I'm pretty sure you smoke meth.
You smoke meth?
Yeah.
Here, I didn't want to pull out my phone during this, but I'm just gonna Google. How do you do meth? FBI, I promise I'm not doing it. How do you do meth?
I'm pretty sure that's the one with the spoon. Or is it the light bulb one? Fucking hell, man. I don't...
It's a drug. You snort it, or you inject it, or you could smoke it.
It's really versatile. Alright.
It's not versatile. So, points for it being versatile.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do crystal meth that much.
Like that? Yeah, in that many ways.
Yeah.
Okay. 6.
6. It's too versatile. It needs to find its role.
Yeah, but if it wasn't, I'd give it a 4. Just because it's meth. It just has that connotation.
Yeah, meth has a really bad connotation.
Yeah. Okay. Do weed the most popular?
Weed, to me, is like a solid 5. Because it crosses this fine line of you could either look like a major loser by doing it, or it's like, oh, that's just a really chill dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, you'll never look super cool doing it. I'm just keeping it honest. There is different ways of smoking weed, but I feel like once you start going into once you start leaving joint territory and start doing like bongs and like all that shit.
Some of it's cool, but then like there's super weird ass bongs.
Yeah, like once you start doing bongs and like all that, to me it's like that's loser territory. We're heading into loser like
frat boy, loser.
Stoner territory. Like once you're into stoner territory, it's kind of
once you start like following 420 pages.
But if you're like
Instagram,
party joint weed, that's kind of cool. But once you start heading into like
I got taught how to roll a joint.
You have all these yeah.
I feel like rolling a joint is fucking cool.
That's cool. That's probably the coolest process of it.
Yeah.
Bump it up to a 5.5.
Yeah.
If you're rolling, but if you're doing any other method, it's kind of lame.
Yeah, I agree.
If you have all these weird devices and
edibles are kind of cool.
That's no.
I mean, you can get really creative. You can make cakes, like brownies, anything. Because I mean, now we got like the CBD oil, so it's pretty fucking crazy as far as like just. It's just like baking, but there's marijuana. So it's like.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so I'll give it a.
I'll give it a 6.
We'll give it a 6 just because of the. Unlike any other ones, there's.
Yeah.
You could get super creative with it.
Yeah.
I'd say okay. Here's what I say: if you're just smoking it, you're a 5 with a blunt.
Yeah.
If you're doing anything else, like the weird devices they have, or if you're juuling weed, you're an automatic 1.
Yeah, jewel weed. Yeah.
Or vaping, whatever you want to call it. But if you're
dab pens are kind of cool looking. Some of them, like the real classy gold ones.
Still below 5.
I give it a 4. But I mean, I wouldn't go to 1 because I mean, some of them look pretty cool.
Okay.
The very classy, like pretty skinny, almost look like a regular
and
pen.
I would put it at, if you're doing baking or some fancy shit, potential would be a 7, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, never.
Mm-hmm.
Make some like edible croissants. Be fucking crazy.
Maybe. Next. Okay, so we did
heroin. Heroin to me is
heroin's just disgusting.
2.
I'm sorry. Most. If you do heroin, I have no sympathy for you.
I don't.
I don't.
I feel like heroin's one of those drugs.
Heroin's those drugs that moms worry about you doing.
Yeah.
That nobody actually wants to do.
I don't understand how people just do heroin.
I'm sorry. I will never be interested in putting something into my veins.
Yeah, never.
I don't get it. I don't get how someone starts.
I don't know how, yeah.
You must really...
I can see how you get pressured into like doing a line of coke or
or taking a hit of something.
But if someone's like, yeah, let me strap your arm up real quick.
And put a needle through it. It's like...
Dog, I don't know if I'm about this.
I'm just saying, if you're doing heroin, you must really want to try it.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of a commitment.
Yeah, it is.
And there's a lot of risk factors, like...
And you gotta know what you're getting into. There's no way you don't.
There could be dirty needle... It's a lot of stuff that goes into it.
It's trashy.
It's trashy.
And no heroin addict looks good.
No heroin addict. Josh Hutcherson fails the heroin test. I do not want...
Was Demi on heroin?
I don't know. I think so.
I mean, she looks good. But she doesn't.
She's on heroin. So.
She's canceled, so she really...
She's canceled. Twitter cancels her. But she came back in the Grammys. You know, she's #strong or whatever, but... Yeah, heroin, man.
She got canceled already. It's late.
If you want to do any drug, just don't do heroin.
Yeah.
Go overdose. You could overdose on coke. You could overdose.
Overdosing on coke is pretty crazy, though. Like, that shit sucks. I've heard.
You could overdose on anything. Or heroin, just like, no. People not like you for that.
Yeah. Like...
It won't even be like they feel bad for you.
You don't have to do much to overdose on heroin.
Yeah, you probably don't, cause it's directly into your bloodstream. Of course not.
Yeah, you could just go you could just put in a little more than you thought you did, and you just die.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Don't do heroin.
Whereas with coke, you at least know that you're snorting something.
Yeah.
Weed, you're just holy shit, this is my 10th blunt.
All you know, you're just putting fucking Kool-Aid in your fucking veins.
Yeah, heroin's trashy.
Heroin's trashy.
Big trashy.
1. Heroin's at a 1.
1.
Alright, so if we're gonna review our little score sheet here.
Yeah.
So we currently have, what do we have ranked?
We've got coke at 8.5.
With coke at 8.5, leading the charge here.
Yeah.
Then we had crack, right? Meth. We had meth at...
It's between 6...
Oh, it was a 6.
Yeah.
Because it's too many things, but it doesn't know what I'm going to be.
Yeah.
So it was a 6. Then we had weed.
Yeah. Weed is going to be put anywhere from 4 to 7.
4 to 7. But nothing more than that.
Never.
And then...
You should really put a 6.9, to me.
Yeah. 6.9. 4
Nice.
4 through 6.9. And then what else did we have?
We just did heroin.
And heroin we said was...
We didn't do heroin, but
Oh, yeah. we didn't do heroin, but we evaluated it.
We evaluated
And the coolness of taking heroin is...
A 1.
A 1. Sorry,
There's
heroin.
no way it gets any better.
No sympathy for heroin here.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Next is... what's next?
We've still got to do opioids, acid, and crack.
Okay, I'm down to do acid or LSD.
I'm down to do acid.
I don't. I've heard people I've heard people had some some transcendental moment. They feel like they just
I don't want to
opened
see
up-
God. that is my one fear. Is I'm usually in a good headspace. So I think my trip will be great. But I don't want to see God. What the fuck? What do I do after I've been enlightened? if there's a God and I see him,
it's like, why am I here?
Yeah, take me. I feel like that's how you go radical.
But
With your religion.
What, you just take LSD, you're like...
And you see God. And that man's join us.
You're like... Your thoughts are right.
Okay. I'll kill whoever opposes you.
Yeah.
You get enlisted as a mercenary.
I will pray away the gay for you, God.
Yeah. You get enlisted as a mercenary once you see God. That's what happens.
So... But the act of taking LSD...
That's crazy. That's cool.
It looks cool. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. When they put it on their tongue...
When they put it on their tongue and just lay
and they just lay down, I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. But while you're going through it, it just looks like you're sweaty and awkward.
Just the right... I'm talking about
But the intake of it does look kind of cool.
The intake... The way you look while you're on it, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
But the
act of it, there's so many cool ways you can do it.
Yeah.
There's so many videos.
Hippies are cool.
Yeah. Video scenes I've seen of they'll have it in their tongue and throwing the peace sign, they're with their tongue out and then they eat it. It's I don't know. It kind of there's a classiness to it because also stylistically, it does look pretty. They have little designs.
Yeah, you can.
So it doesn't look ugly.
I want to give it a 9. Honestly.
You want to give it a 9?
I do, because... Man,
that's pretty high up there.
It is, but I feel once you have a bad trip on acid, you're done. You don't do acid anymore. So you learned your lesson.
Maybe.
I don't know people that are just continuous acid users. They're addicted.
I guess. But I mean, you can't. There's no addictive quality to it, I feel like.
Exactly. And then once you have that bad trip, you're like, all right, I'm fucking done.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Because there's either people they're enlightened, or after it they're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I never want to feel that again.
Yeah. Me personally, I give it a 9.
You give it a 9?
Yeah. I'd also like to go on record that I totally don't want to try acid.
Yes. Never do acid.
Never do acid.
Don't do any of the drugs we mentioned, unless it's legal.
And you don't plan on like doing anything government wise.
Oh,
big corporate.
While we're in that territory, we could just throw shrooms in there, right? That's basically the same.
Shrooms is
We're throwing shrooms and acid in the same thing. They're the same. They're essentially the same thing. Small thing you just intake in your mouth.
Yeah.
All right, and you said 9.
I'm giving it a 9.
I don't know.
I feel like it can't be worse than an 8. I'm okay with an 8, but like to me,
to you it's a 9.
To me, it's a 9. I'd rather do acid than coke.
I'd do coke than acid.
I feel like, from what I know,
I mean, you tell me when you have when acid has a drink named after it.
You got me there. I mean, how do you think they found Mountain Dew?
Mountains?
No, Mount Dew. the mountain.
Is there a mountain called Dew?
No.
Oh.
Unless you're on acid. You have to climb Mount Dew. I don't know. But
I'll put it down as a 9 for now.
9 ?
But I think we already have our top 2 contenders that we know.
Yeah.
We'll probably win.
Because crack is a no.
Crack?
No.
Crack, I'm sorry, crack.
Because it's just...
Crack is spoon. Crack is on a spoon.
Crack is definitely a spoon and a light bulb, for sure.
I feel like Josh Hutcherson test. I feel like every time we see somebody doing crack in a video or anything,
trashy.
They look trashy. But
crackheads themselves are cool.
And crackheads are kind of like, they're basically superheroes.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the memes, but yeah. Really, yeah.
Okay, Josh Hutcherson in his prime, Hunger Games. Just pulls out the good old spoon.
Just fucking lights up.
And lights up on the crack. I wouldn't think it looks that ugly. We're saying I'm basing it off of somebody doing it on their prime, in their prime.
Yeah, I've been taking the high that you get from these drugs into account.
Really?
I think that's why LSD put so high. Well, okay, put so high for me because like that'd be something I would totally like to experience.
We're doing it more of like how it looks when you're doing it.
Okay, yeah. Because coke, to me, is definitely under LSD if we're going off of the high.
Yeah.
Because I've talked to people, and they say it's just...
Because coke is just that
you're awake.
It just gets you high.
Yeah, you're just awake for like 3 days at a time. I mean, that's what one of my people's friends...
If anything...
A buddy at the mill, actually, he told me he was
at the mill.
Yeah. I used to piss in a cup for him.
Oh, for drug tests. Was it cokehead?
No.
Meth head?
No.
LSD head?
Weed
head.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pothead.
There
we go. But he's done coke in the past. He also was like a pimp and stuff. I'm not gonna throw his name out there. He's like 34.
Oh, I thought it was somebody I knew.
No.
Let me tell you, write it down right now for me. I'm curious, but no.
Nah, he's a cool guy, but I asked him how coke was because I figured he would know out of anyone. He's like, "What makes you think I done coke?" And I was like, "I don't know, Nash. You just seem like you had an."
He just put his name out there.
Oh no, that wasn't him. I'm just giving a name.
Oh, okay.
So I asked him. I was like, "Hey, how's coke?" And he's like, "What makes you think I did that?" And I was like, "I don't know. You seem like you've led an interesting life." He's like, "Yeah." He was like, "I used to rob gas stations all the time." And I was like, "But how's coke?" He was like, "Oh, right." He was like, "Yeah, I was at a party in New York, and I did like a decent line." He was like, "I was awake for like 4 days."
Oh my god.
He was like, "It's so boring." He was like, "It was pretty cool for a few hours." He was like, "But then I'm just bored because I can't go to sleep." He was like, "I was just bored for 3 days straight." He was like, "So I wouldn't do it again."
Is that what being God is like? You just can't fall asleep?
You just can't fall asleep.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Suffering and success.
Yeah. Shout out to Insomniacs, I guess. That shit's gotta suck.
Shout out to her cokeheads. Shout out to her Insomniacs.
Yeah.
We feel you.
What is opioids?
Opioids, I just threw it into, like, pill popping.
Yeah, so what is that?
Opioids? What do you mean, what is that?
I mean, what is it rated? Like, what is your opinion? What is it rated?
I think it looks like Josh Hutcherson said, if I just saw him doing that, if he just popping pills, it's like, if I don't see him in a party setting, it just looks way too, like, pharmaceutical, like, oh, gotta take my meds.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. If you're by yourself doing pills...
Like, if you're in a party and you do it, it's kind of like, oh, okay, like...
I think
that's
pills,
a fun person.
opioids is something... I feel like that's an attention drug.
Yeah.
It is very much an attention drug.
Yeah. And, like...
It's kind of cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no style you can add to it. No flair you can do while doing it.
Unless you're, like, popping them up in the air and then catch them in your mouth like popcorn.
And now doing it more, I would personally drop LSD to an 8.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I could live with an 8
Okay.
on LSD.
Okay.
That's the lowest. But yeah.
And, yeah, pill popping, opioid, anything, I would rate that a hard...
I'm going 4.
I'm going 3. There's just no nuance to it. Yeah.
Alright, we'll do 3.5.
And you can like smash them up and snort it.
But that's
just one of like...
That's like poor man's coke.
You're just trying to be... Yeah, you're trying to
be something you're not.
You're trying to be something you're not.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, pill poppers, you're just not coke.
I'm not sorry. Fuck that.
It's a 3.
Yeah, okay. I'm with that.
Pills are a 3.
It's an attention drug for the most, yeah. Because, I mean, how many times in high school did people go to overdose? What did they do? They took, like, a fuckload of Tylenol and was like, hey, if I don't see me tomorrow,
you know why.
I miss y'all.
Just know I took 10 Benadryl.
Right. Yeah, no. Yeah, pills is, nah.
They just wake up, like, a day later, it's like... Okay.
You didn't even put crack. We didn't rate crack.
Oh, yeah, we didn't.
We went straight to pills. I mean, we went to do crack. I mean, rate it.
Yeah, we did. We kind of did skip over crack. What would we give crack? That's the last one.
I'm thinking 6.
6? Why? That's way too high for crack.
Yeah, because it does have the connotation.
Actually, maybe it can be a 6. Just because of all the other methods, that's the most unique one. It has style points.
I like crackheads. Like, just personalities.
I respect it.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see why people would want to do crack.
I'd rather stand next to somebody burning a spoon than injecting themselves on their veins.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I'd rather be friends with the crackheads. If anything, I'd be interested because I've never seen it in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. 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 I'm cool with that. Yeah. I agree.
I'm alright with the 6.
Yeah. 6 is good. And crackheads, when they're not, like, trying to rob you, they're pretty cool. I remember seeing that one video of...
I'd give them a 6.5.
Okay.
Because they're just a notch above meth.
Crackheads are... Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so I think we have our official rankings now. So I'm going from last place. So, in last place, we have heroin.
Heroin, for sure.
Heroin, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
All my heroin takers or my heroin addicts, you're just not doing it for us.
Shout out to y'all, though, for...
Shout out. You guys, you're on the grind. I respect it, but not really. Alright,
I don't ever want to be in your place.
Never, ever. And I hope I'm never near you while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Next is pills. Pill takers.
I just don't have respect.
I mean,
I
respect it. You're trying to do something, but...
It's too much of a wave, I think.
It's a wave, and it's just uneventful.
Yeah.
If I can't actively notice... If I have to pay attention to catch you doing it...
Yeah.
Then it's just not worth doing the drug. Sorry, pills.
Yeah. And it's such an attention-seeker drug that, like, it's very...
So we have heroin at 1. We have pills at 3.
Yeah.
And these are of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 places. So 7th place is heroin. 6th place,
Yeah.
we have pills. Then 5th place, we have weed, right? It is weed.
Yeah.
Because weed, even though weed can go up to 6.9.
We got to go off the lowest rating.
And even if, and we did a 4 through a 6.9. What's the average of 4 plus 6.9?
Like 5.5.
4 plus 7 is 11. 11 divided by 2 is
5.5.
5.5. So,
Hell yeah, I'm fucking smart.
no matter what, weed would still be in 5th place. So weed is technically, mathematically, it is a 5.5 on our 1 through 10 rating. So weed is in 5th place. Not the worst, but honestly,
Yeah.
you can look cool doing better.
Yeah.
4th place, that goes to
Meth, right?
meth.
Yeah.
And honestly, for you meth heads out there, like,
Show the world, like, what's
show
up.
the world what's up.
Yeah. Pop off.
Like, you have such an array of methods of using meth that you have. Honestly, you could impress me, you could fool me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know a thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't know shit.
Congrats, meth heads.
Yeah.
You're the chameleons of the drug world.
They're survivors.
And we applaud you.
Yeah.
Alright. So in 4th place we have meth. In 3rd place we have...
Crack, I believe.
Is it crack? In 3rd place we have crack. I would say Cinderella's story.
Yeah, honestly. Crack fought for it. Crackhead strength is pretty good.
Crack fought for where it wanted to be, and we respect it.
Yeah.
It knows what it is, and it stood its ground, and it deserves its spot.
Crack kills.
At a high 6.5, crack is 3rd place. Good job, crack.
I'm with that.
Now we're in the top 2. Here, number 2,
Is LSD, I believe.
we have LSD.
Yeah.
You can look cute doing it. Instagrammable.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's light. It's easy.
Yeah.
And generally just...
It's usually a good time
And
until it's not.
Unless it's not.
Yeah. I feel like that's the only thing holding LSD back.
What?
Is the fact that you could have a bad trip.
Yeah. It's too randomized in the effect that you'll get.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I can deal with it's too randomized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at least I know if I'm taking a line of coke.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be
guaranteed
hyped.
buzz.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna be hyped. Yeah. But I feel
LSD,
like,
you could either be a slow trip or you're just like
because I feel like
flying through another galaxy.
LSD, if it was only positive, it would definitely be like a 10.
It'd be a 10. Agreed.
Yeah.
But that's just the effects of it.
Yeah.
The intake of it is still pretty. It's still pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because you don't like take pictures of yourself snorting.
yeah.
You can take pictures of yourself doing LSD.
But never to the point of our number 1 at a high 8.5.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Cocaine's just honestly the coolest drug
It is. Yeah.
to take. Like while doing it, like
You look pretty cool.
you do look
You
pretty
can
cool.
you can fit with all types of crowds.
Yeah.
You could, save turtles, use your metal straw. You could not use a straw or anything.
Yeah.
Use your nose.
Roll up paper. Use a dollar bill.
Use a dollar bill.
That's the coolest, honestly.
It is. It is. Especially if you're like really trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just draw a line on your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Congrats.
Congrats to cocaine.
And I'm just so 7th we had heroin with 1, a score of 1. 6th place we had pills with a score of 3. 5th place we had weed with a score of 5.5. 4th place we had meth with a score of 6. We had Cinderella's story with crack in third place with 6.5. Second place we had LSD, and in first place we had cocaine.
Yeah.
Honestly, hats off to cocaine.
Hats off to cocaine. It was a good. I expected the top 3.
You expected the top 3?
Yeah, I really did.
Honestly, I didn't expect crack. I thought we were gonna put crack way lower.
Yeah.
But it won our hearts.
Yeah, I feel like after you talk about crack, there's an ounce inside everyone that's like, dang, I wonder what crackhead strength is like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Isn't that the American dream?
Exactly. You just do crack one time.
Man. Alright. And I think that about does it.
Yeah. It's
for the Bird Brain podcast.
First one of many.
First one of many to come. Honestly, I had fun doing it.
Yeah, I would totally do it again.
Let us know what you guys think of it. I mean, still into experimental phases. Not exactly sure what you guys think of it, what you guys might like to see.
Yeah, always drop topics.
It's a pretty fluid concept. We could maybe go into more like directed things maybe, but as far as it is right now, we're kind of just spitballing it. It's bird brain.
Yeah.
Whatever comes out our head just comes out, and I'm kind of go with it.
Yeah, I'm with that. Definitely, if you have topic suggestions, like, drop those.
Yeah.
But, I mean, other than that, I don't really, I like it. I think it went well.
Yeah.
Just...
Nobody got called saying the N-word or anything.
Yeah.
I think we're set.
Yeah,
right?
We shouldn't get canceled for
Shouldn't get
drugs.
canceled after the first episode.
Hopefully the military doesn't, hear that
this?
I wanted to try acid.
But, I mean...
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Fuck it, right?
This was Bird Brain.
And
we're signing off.
I am Sean.
I'm Caesar.
And we're out.
Bye.